Chaka chaka. Um. Okay. So, today I just got finished with a client, and it was so. Um. It was. I want to say sad, draining, but at the same time, uplifting and relieving. I say that it was sad and draining because I could see the emotion that this woman was going through and the pain that she was going through. And I can relate to it because I've been through it. And a lot of women have, not even just women, it's men too. I've noticed that too. Anybody who is trying to do something with their life, they go through this. I know I look like a big slob just laying back, okay? Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm laying super back, but whatever. Um, so anyhow, she was telling me about what I can't really go into detail about her personal life or anything like that, but I did ask could I share generally the situation, and I got permission for that. So I'm gonna let that be known. She was trying to let's say for instance her name is Emily, she was trying to do ballet. Um and she it really wasn't ballet, but it's a sport. And most of her family does uh basketball. And they were like so against her doing that. She should do, basketball because they just really wanted to turn her into something that she was not. She's always been interested in ballet. That's what she wanted to do. So yeah, it's like crazy. So anyhow, so she follows her dream. She gets enough courage and just was like, when I get older, I'm just gonna go for what I'm going for. So she does that, and all of a sudden, like, she's getting all these side comments. Well, most ballet people need to be a little bit smaller, and they need to be this. And she's like, and mind you, if you see this girl, when I say I went through this, y'all. This girl was like, Emily is no bigger than 105 pounds. Now, granted, there are a lot of ballerinas you have to be weight conscious, but 105 pounds is very, very good for this particular individual, and this is on her heaviest. They were just talking about how her cheekbones, just anything to downgrade and just anything to put her down, and they eventually started breaking in her self-esteem. She said it didn't bother her until she didn't even know it was bothering her until about the next like 6 months to a year. And she was like, she stayed there because she still loved them. That was her family. Some of it was her friends. She said she was even talking about how her boyfriend just turned on her. He was supporting her, but the one time when she got flowers from this one show and somebody else from the opposite sex, which he didn't know that was somebody who she trained with and she hadn't seen in like years before he even came into the picture, wanted to congratulate her. Before she could even explain, he just started tearing her down, saying that she's worthless and that he doesn't even know why she's there. And she was going into this emotional breakdown. And I felt so bad, but at the same time, it was uplifting because it let me know that what I'm doing right now is my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to be doing at this correct moment, at this exact moment. I kid you not. And I just had to laugh at her and I had to tell her, I shared a little bit of my story. I don't, we have a limit to how much we can share with our clients, but I definitely try to be as transparent as I possibly can and understand and tell her that you don't need to be, when people show you that, you can't oh my god, my arm's hurting. You can't freaking like okay, Luna. Girl. You can't like please everyone. Some people, this is just how it's showing how people really are, what they really think about you. And you have to understand that most of the time, even though it might sound like what they're thinking about you, you have to learn how to not take it personally because it has even though it sounds like it has something to do with you, it has nothing to do with you. Most of the times, it's people who feel inadequate of themselves. You know, when I got attacked, most of the time it was not. I thought it was me, and I was like, I can take active criticism. I can take constructive criticism. I I'm a person that wants to grow. So, and plus, me growing up in an environment that was, I mean, constructive criticism, you're gonna get criticized. You have to almost fight every obstacle. You're fighting everything, stereotypes, people, everything is coming your way. So, I understood that, but I also understood that how she felt because it's like the people that she loved the most, that she cared about the most, that she let in her inner circle were the ones that actually are the ones. They're always the ones that matter, and these are the ones that can penetrate and hurt the most. They can uplift you the most, and they can hurt you the most. And you have to, when you get into these areas and these arenas of trying to work on yourself, it's not going to always look pretty. Working on yourself is going to make a lot of people drop the heck off, okay? And it's going to hurt. I'm not going to say that it doesn't hurt. It's like scraping up an open wound, a dead, rotted wound, like if you had a sore and it was rotting or something, a sore is still going to hurt. Most of them do if it's active. You got to scrape it and dig it off and make new skin so it can heal the proper way. That's the same way that you're going to have to deal with people when you are making yourself better. And the right people, I will tell you this, not all of them. Some people are fortunate to have people who stay in their lives for the whole ride, but most don't. So don't get sidetracked and don't get disgruntled over that. There are going to be some people that fall off. There are going to be some people who don't believe in your path, but that's okay. You keep going because your destiny, your purpose is not tied to